let's start off with throat singing. So you put your...
I grew up listening to hip-hop, and I've always admired that despite social and economic barriers, some rap artists create the most innovative and influential work. Besides in my Filipina circles, I've noticed a strong presence of hip-hop culture in some of my indigenous peers. Today, we are so lucky to have Nelson Tagoona, all the way from Nunavut, Canada's only throat boxer, here at the Music Gallery through the Native Women in the Arts to tell us why hip-hop, what is throat boxing, and what life is like in the Arctic.
Nelson Tagoona coming to me telling us, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome Nelson Tagoona.
Throat boxing is well, before you get into throat boxing, first there's throat singing and there's beatboxing. Beatboxing is part of the hip hop culture. It's a sub-element to the culture. It's vocal percussion, and throat singing is different. It was a game done by the females. I find hip-hop is healing in a lot of ways, as long as you use it right. And I thought hip-hop was cool because it would bring us together and we felt solid together. It made us feel hip, it made us feel cool, it made us feel like we're worth something. And if it wasn't for hip-hop, a lot of times our self-esteem would be low. My experience with growing up in the North wasn't the same as many others. Imagine being in a community of 2,000 people. We live in isolated communities. The only way in and out is by airplane. You know, you make do with what you have because you can't go around the corner to get whatever you want. Actually, when I was younger, I spent a lot of my time out on the land listening to music and just dreaming. I just dreamt that I was going to make it in music one way or another. And I'm very fortunate because I've managed to achieve what it is that I saw in my mind.
Now when I pull my arm out like this, I need you to say, I believe. Okay? Let's try it. 3, 2, 1. I believe. Exactly. Now let me hear you say, I believe in myself. Okay? I got you.
When I was 1 year old, my father committed suicide, and when I was growing up, I was bullied and alienated a lot, and I was always left out of the circle. And it's funny because almost everybody who is like went out of their way to at least sit with me when I'm feeling down because I was bullied, alienated, or left out, the guys that I start taking on to and start getting close, they commit suicide. They've committed suicide, you know. So that's how I stuck with music, because I was with these guys and they end up killing themselves, and then I just feel like why do they leave me hanging? And music became my best friend because music could never leave me hanging. It's always there for me. Yeah. I work with a crew, dance crew called Blueprint for Life. Well, we're actually not a crew, we're a team. They share the true message of hip-hop, and they've had a big impact on me when I was younger, because they actually show the history of hip-hop and where it comes from. The hip-hop team understood that it's important to try and make a difference, try and make a change in a positive way using this. So the team, say they would go to the elders' home and they would make sure their stairs are always shoveled so they could safely get in and out of their homes. It has gotten a lot of youth out of negative lifestyles there, and it got me out of a very negative place when I was younger. When it comes to the hip-hop where they're dancing, sharing, and creating these cool dance routines while they're expressing their culture, I think that area of hip-hop is very powerful, and the elders do respect that, especially those who take it very seriously and are actually putting the effort to make positive changes in the North, you know.
And what does the support from the elders look like?
It's very simple, it's very common. It's a thank you, and a thank you goes a long way when it comes from an elder.
The true reason to why I'm trying to get you guys to speak up is I feel like many individuals across the North, I've taught in many isolated communities all across the North, and I noticed the one thing that's lacking is the confidence in your voice to speak out for yourselves. Now that is exactly why I said I believe, because I believe that it's important for everybody to believe in themselves, especially during the times when you can't really stand up anymore because you're going through too much. I know what it means to be going through too much.